Well, just when you thought you had seen it all in the octagon, we are graced with the presence of one Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali, taking his act to mixed martial arts.
I mean, he's so pretty, John. Like he always says, I'm so pretty. He looked pretty inside the boxing ring. He intends to do the same thing inside the octagon tonight. This guy is such a great athlete. He talks what he's gonna do, but he also delivers. Olympic gold medalist, boxing heavyweight, light heavyweight world champion. He has done it all. A true icon in combat sports, makes his UFC debut tonight.
And to the surprise of some, he told us in the fighter meeting he's got an appetite for the wrestling stuff. So we'll see if Ali can mix it up a little bit tonight. Happy to have him here in the UFC. The greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali, enters the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. Well, it took him just over a year on the UFC roster to realize a piece of this UFC middleweight championship. He is the last style bender, Israel Adesanya, a guy you tried to bring in to emulate John Jones back in the day.
Absolutely. You knew right away when you watched Israel fight that he has an ability to fight in so many different ways. If he's coming to play a part, he's going to play that part better than anyone else you can find.
Yeah.
It's because of the adaptability. It's his ability to change the way that he's fighting based on his opponent. In the Derek Brunson fight, he did a lot of kneeing because he knew Brunson was going to wrestle him. But in the fight against Kelvin Gastelum was a lot of punches and kicks because the wrestling threat was not so great. You gotta have that if you hope to compete and stay atop your division for a long time.
Our tail of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Muhammad Ali. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Heavyweight Champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
Well, he came into the UFC as one of the hottest prospects the Octagon had seen in years, and Israel Adesanya has done nothing to diminish that fight. Stuffed 12 takedowns at his UFC debut, and the expectation is that most opponents are going to try to ground the last style bender. Let's see if he can keep this fight up right here tonight. Man, Adesanya with a beautiful land on the feet. His fights can be hard to call because it's just constant motion. It's crazy.
I mean, he has it, right? He's that guy that kind of has it. He's taken this world of MMA by storm, and now he's the UFC champion. He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
Oh, big knee to the body. How'd he get that one home? All right, so the uppercuts have been a big part of the storyline in this one, but the setups have really been key for him. He's not telegraphing that strike, and the opponent hasn't been able to adjust.
He has not been able to see them. It's a very tricky punch, especially in the way that he throws it. He throws it at a time you expect so many different strikes, but it's because he has such a vast knowledge of just finding that strike.
Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one. He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Oh, nice.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Israel Adesanya. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target. Oh, a nice straight there by Adesanya. See on that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. And that was a perfect shot.
Lands a nice one, too. Oh, he blocked that punch. Nicely done defensively. All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here or what?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be surprised if we see another one that ends the fight.
You could have closed this off. You're going to do it in this round. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway. Oh, beautiful job to lead with the right hand there, DC.
The right hand is the big strike lands. Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish. Big right hand.
Trying to establish that jab once again. Nice straight there by Ali.
What a fight. Both of these guys are trying to finish.
Back and forth we go. Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Could not shut the lights off. And now he's tasked with trying to find that shot again.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt.
They're both hurt. You expected it, though. You expected a close fight. You did not expect a war like this, though, where both guys from the middle. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Well, we may have the best cut men and women in the business, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much with that cut. It continues to widen with every passing strike.
And you're fighting a great fighter. It's hard to deal with the damage of the cut while dealing with the level of the fighter in front of you. Right now, you've got to do something different to try and change the way that this fight is playing out.
Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round.
Trading huge shots. Let's see who's going to be the last man standing.
Leg kick lands. 90 seconds to go now. Throwing that jab, no good.
Oh, so he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more. He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow in a big Oh, you hurt him again, bro. What a beautiful jab landing there.
Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punctuated a lot of his combinations with that hook shot tonight.
Oh, still, he can't even stand. Now we're going.
All right, so there's the horn at the end of the round. Thankfully for him, he will live to see another round. You saw him get knocked down near the end of the round. If there were 10 more seconds, that likely would have been the end of his night.
You've taken way bigger shots than that. All right, that was nothing.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's a replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, this is crazy that this fight is still going. Back to the feet now.
He's hurting him bad, man. That right hook is nasty. That was another. He's hurt bad.
Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal. Israel Adesanya's Herb Dean steps in.
Oh, my goodness.
Have a night, young man. So how about that as he pounds him out for the TKO? Prioritized the finish tonight. Absolutely gets it with style points. A huge, huge result here in this arena tonight.
It's always fun to see an athlete tell you what they're going to do, and then they do it. This guy told us he was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what he did. Him and his team are going to have a fantastic time tonight celebrating. They should all be very proud.
All right, here's Bruce Buffer now with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 6 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Muhammad Ali.
Well, DC, you know how much I love crowning new champions,
Yes.
and when we get to see these men and women realize these dreams, but to do it at heavyweight, man, just incredible to see this guy realize a UFC title.
And you look at the emotion on his face, you can tell that this is a dream that he has had for a long time. And